Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some kind of crazy news when it comes to Xbox because there's actually some huge backlash going on when it comes to gaming, when it comes to DLCs, when it comes to microtransactions, and also makeup, believe it or not, when there's just a lot of drama going on of people spending money to go buy makeup, and then basically they never got any in-game transaction stuff they're supposed to go get. Now, you guys might be kind of curious on what I'm even talking about because this actually was a little bit more on the laid-back side deal, but we did make a video on this a few weeks back where basically there's a huge makeup deal for Halo Infinite and Forza and all of that, and so far it's been an absolute mess, and this is why makeup and gaming is always a little bit more on the scarier side. Now, I do always go and say it's really cool to actually see more women, especially more people just use makeup in the first place, having games, and I know many women out there who do play games, so it's not that weird of a crossover, but so far this crossover event has been absolutely awful, so I'm gonna go talk about that, and overall kind of talk about how weird and strange this whole entire deal was. So lots of stuff to go talk about for this one, as well. A little shame on you, Xbox, for kind of messing this up so badly, and of course lots to go talk about. So as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We do also have the Samsung SSDs in the last day, I think, for the $50 pre-order for the $50 gift card down below, so check those links on out. We do have the Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below, and sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100, get a bunch of free stock and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Let's go and dive on in. So in case you guys kind of went and missed it originally, we've actually seen Microsoft and Xbox actually do quite a few different various things. So the first one they did not too long ago is they actually had a pretty cool connection when it came to Mac and also with Xbox, where they actually have Xbox and Mac's cosmetics. Basically go have Game Pass characters of life, and they've done a lot of promotions and work, with women and people who enjoy makeup and utilizing all these different types of various characters and all that type of stuff. So Xbox and makeup is not kind of a big, extraordinarily rare or strange situation, but we actually had a recent thing that we actually covered up on the channel not too long ago, where there actually was a kind of cool promotion, or basically had a chance to go and buy different various types of makeup with, kind of cool DLCs. So this is in regards to both for Forza and as well for Halo Infinite, where we actually basically had a cool different type of skin, and basically we actually had a lot of folks out there going and utilizing. But the one big issue is the fact that if you are a Halo fan, you're trying to go and buy a specific nail polish for Halo Infinite skins, and you were actually having different types of makeups, well, a bunch of little big mix-up. That was just bad as English. A lot of really big mix-ups when it comes to your makeup, and a lot of the DLCs were actually just not over. They weren't combining well. It wasn't a good marketing promo, and there's been a lot of issues too. And of course, always a lot of big major puns like a lack of polish on this promotion that we went and had a chance to go and see. So there was an initial Halo tweet over here, as you guys can see, where they even had a promotion out this for a little bit a while ago stating, demolish while you rock the polish, starting officially as of today. When you order $20 worth of OP products, Xbox collection on Amazon, you'll basically get a waypoint code for the in-game optimal polish integrated armor coating as well. So basically just either a nice thing for people who use makeup, or even maybe more women out there too as well, and they're trying their best to just incentivize a nice combination of you get cool makeup, you get cool designs, you get a unique line, and kind of how you saw before, it's kind of just inclusive. I mean, there's a lot of women out there, I'm sure a lot of you guys either know have girlfriends or wives or a woman yourself who is in the whole gaming scene, and I always think that's really cool and really inclusive. And at the end of the day, who cares what you are, as long as you're having fun and you're playing games, as long as you're having a good time, who cares? But the one big issue is a lot of these folks aren't really having a lot of fun time because a lot of these aren't really working out. So a lot of Halo fans have actually been left disappointed after buying nail polishes for the snazzy Spartan skin, only to more so find out the actual cosmetics are more for Forza Horizon instead. So at the beginning of 2020, we actually made a video on this when it came out. We saw Microsoft announce a neat collaboration between Xbox and nail polish brand OP, with some also a lot of really kind of stringy and kind of weirdly and kind of just the kind of things. They had some kind of weird names as you had me at Halo, Noobberry, you can't control me. I mean, in all honesty, if you actually look at the proper colors, this was, I think, from the actual press to announce things, I think it was cool. I think the color, I'm just a dude, I don't really wear makeup, but I think aesthetically wise, all those colors look kind of cool. At least in my opinion. But anyway, a lot of them are kind of on the cringy side, a little bit kind of playing up the gaming side too, where, can kind of go either way for some folks. But the one big issue is that it leads to all these big issues where people weren't actually getting the right things. So the announcement also did go and promise a cool Halo Infinite and Forza cosmetics for basically people who spent money on the different types of polishes. I think there's also different type of makeup too as well, mixed on in. The Halo cosmetic is a red-looking shimmery Spartan recolor, and the Forza 5 cosmetic was a gorgeous sunset, ombre livery, which is all around cool. And they do look cool, and they do seem cool, but a lot of the Halo fans themselves, as you can see in the article, are basically kind of feeling a little bit on the sketchy side, especially only as they're only getting basically codes for the Forza cosmetics. So basically for this, we have the article here from Kotaku. They have a chance to go and showcase a bit more of this because a lot of folks are getting confused. A lot of Halo fans are trying to get it for the skins and they're getting Forza stuff instead. And just a lot of folks are overall just kind of more on the curious side with it because people are just trying to figure out like how they're supposed to get their stuff in general. So then people are upset because as you go and spend the money, and in all honesty, I'm not sure how many guys are out there doing this promotion, but I'm sure there's at least one guy out there that's really committed to Halo, has never worn or even seen or even probably even saw a girl before in his life. And they're just like, well, now I have this random pink nail polish because I want to get a cool Halo microtransaction skin, and they do even get it at the end of the day as well. So basically with the current terms and conditions on OP's site, it says the codes for the Halo Infinite cosmetic skins are only available through Amazon, and then the Forza Horizon 5 skin that comes from the Ulta purchases too as well. So basically a lot of folks I think were kind of confused because like if you only buy stuff from Amazon, you basically kind of got a different promotion code. If you bought it through the Ulta itself website, you basically got something else. I mean, after you kind of read it and you kind of see it, it kind of makes sense. But if you're kind of just basically doing it really quickly and you're just not really sure, or you're just assuming that this would all work out together, I think rightfully so. I think a lot of folks would get a little bit confused or a little bit, I guess, just kind of annoyed overall, which I'd be in the same boat too. If I was specifically buying something just for Halo and I was specifically buying something just for Forza, I'd want to make sure I'm getting whatever I go and get. And it's kind of weird because we have seen Xbox do these promotions before. Like I even showed you guys over here with them doing like this Xbox and Mac cosmetic. So like this is like a thing they're slowly trying to work on in, and I'm sure it's smart because you want to have more girls in gaming. There's really nothing wrong with that. And just overall, like girls can play video games too. Girls already do play video games. So it's kind of like, we kind of just want to go and just incentivize folks to go get some more do a little bit more sales, have some cool, unique collaborations. And at the end of the day, if it went good, a lot of folks will be pretty happy because you're basically getting, cool makeup. You're going to all have a chance to have some cool DLCs. And at the end of the day, you should be overall pretty happy. But as we mentioned, a lot of these folks kind of get pretty upset. So a lot of these types of things show that they were actually never originally listed, which I do think is always a big issue because unless you like very clearly state it, like on official website, on official checkouts, on at least Twitter, an email post or whatever it is, you kind of don't necessarily know. Like for me, I saw the initial promotion, I even made a video on it, and then a little while later, it just kind of goes to show that everything kind of got a little bit messed up. So number one, it kind of seems like Xbox and all these kind of big websites had a little bit of a mess up. Now, it's not fully Xbox itself, but because it is a collaboration with Xbox, it is partially their fault for not, double checking and making sure everything's all working good and seeming good and all of that. But as well, it does kind of stink for anyone out there who spent money on these promotions and they just never got the actual object they wanted to go get in the first place too as well. So the whole thing has kind of caused a lot of confusion. Some folks are making double purchases because they still want to get the actual thing in the game. It's like that sunk cost fallacy. They're like, well, if I'm going to spend the money on it, might as well go talk about it too as well. And then the one even biggest kind of, it's not the biggest deal at the end of the day. I mean, I would probably get a little annoyed by this if I was a part of this because I don't want to waste money for nothing. It did also go and show that apparently the actual Halo skin that people were spending money on, and there's like even promotions on and tweets for all this stuff too as well, is not even in the game until March 1st. Like once again, it's not the biggest deal. It's only a few weeks away. Like, it's whatever. But at the same time, if you're spending money and you're trying to go get products and you're trying to go, do all this stuff, you don't want to have to deal with a product that's not there, as well as also getting some weird, like what if you're not going to own Forza, so you don't have Xbox Game Pass? What if you just really liked Halo? Like, at the end of the day, you don't want to waste your money on stuff, especially for makeup, especially if you maybe don't even like the makeup. Or maybe you're just a dude like me and just wanting to get a microtransaction, and now you're sitting there with like 4 different tubs of random nail polish, and you just don't know what to do with it at that point, which I could almost guarantee you there is someone out there who is in that same exact description. So it's kind of weird to go and see. Like, it's very intriguing, I guess, nonetheless, that they are working these promotions, and they're working out these good deals, and trying to hit different demographics. But at the end of the day, if you really want to go and do this, and you want to go incentivize more women and people, who wear makeup to play games, you got to make sure the promotion's right. You got to make sure they get what they're offered. And so far, it's kind of been a little bit of a mess so far, to say the least. So kind of give me your thoughts or comments down below, or if you guys would ever actually go buy or use makeup, maybe a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever you guys maybe would use in the first place. Let me know if you guys actually do that for DLCs or game stuff as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Samsung SSDs down below on the very last day, I believe, for the Samsung $50 gift card too, so check that out. Amazon links as well for the PS5 Digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below, and sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100, get a bunch of free stock in there, free money. We'll probably maybe one more video up later on throughout today to get you guys any good updates as well. So I love you guys all so much, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching.